Today, Louisiana native and House Speaker Mike Johnson joined me right here at the station to discuss the latest in politics, healthcare, immigration, and of course, the longest government shutdown in history. The U.S. lost an estimated $11 billion after the longest government shutdown in history, 43 days. House Speaker Johnson says the goal is to never have a shutdown occur again.
The outcome was exactly what I said it was going to be at the very beginning. What we were able to get, the only addition to keeping the government open was 3 appropriations bills, which we're proud to have been signed into law. And that is getting us back to the regular order process. Instead of funding the government by the Christmas omnibus monstrous package that had become the practice over the last 20 years. When I became Speaker 2 years ago, I was really insistent about getting us back to the way that it's supposed to work, and that's 12 separate appropriations bills. So now we got 3 done, working on the remaining 9. I think we'll get them all done by the end of January, and then we avoid the shutdown going forward.
Many Americans are worried their health care premiums will go sky high at the end of the year. The Speaker says the current system is broken and will be fixed to make health care affordable for all Americans.
So Republicans are focusing on the root causes. Instead of just adding more taxpayer money and subsidizing a broken system, we got to repair that system, and we're doing it. It's not just talk. In the Working Families Tax Cut, the big beautiful bill, we put provisions in there, for example, to eliminate fraud, waste, and abuse on Medicaid. So we took illegal aliens who were not eligible to receive it anyway off the program, and young able-bodied men without dependents, for example. That brought costs down. The CBO analysts say that it saved taxpayers about $185 billion, and it brought premiums down.
President Trump has imposed tariffs on some foreign countries, which has made the U.S. an estimated $195 billion. Now, the president has used the 1977 emergency law, which allowed him to impose those tariffs. But the Supreme Court's decision to determine if the legality of the president's enacting that law could have a major impact on our nation's economy and trade relations around the globe.
He used that authority, I think, appropriately. The emergency was that we had huge trade disparity. I mean, we had many countries taking wild advantage of us, and American taxpayers were being required to fund things around the globe because of that. And the president took it seriously, saw it as an emergency situation for our economy, and he's used tariffs to get leverage in these strategic negotiations on new trade agreements, and it's been great. We've got much more fair agreements. Some of these things had been holdovers from the post-World War II rebuilding era, so it was long overdue.
In Louisiana, the Supreme Court is going to have to make a decision on the redistricting. You have any idea how that may go and how that may affect other states as well?
Well, I used to be a federal court litigator, and I, litigated constitutional law cases. We've been watching this with lots of interest, of course. I think there is a good chance that the Supreme Court, a majority of the court, may look at that, use the Louisiana case, and invalidate a certain section of the Voting Rights Act to say that it's outdated. And if they do that, then it does kind of set up in play a reshuffle, I think, of a lot of states and how they've done the districting.
Border Patrol agents are headed to New Orleans as Operation Swamp Sweep goes into effect. An estimated 5,000 illegals and drug cartel members are in Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Johnson has this message for those in New Orleans that have fears concerning this operation.
You've got to round those people up because it makes the streets safer and it makes the country more secure. They're doing that in earnest, and I think what you'll see is the focus on finding those deep, dark criminal elements, the people that really are murderers and rapists and violent criminals. That's the focus of it, and that's a great service to the American people, and it's about a 90+% issue on the polling because people understand that.